and get back on topic.
I'm not a slowpoke!
Okay, now you got rid of the black bars, nice, but the spacing is still off. The light in Rainbow Dash's eyes are spaced unusually close together. Blank flank.
I saw those locks a few times, but when they appeared around Trixie, they...
Look,
Lock blocked. Also, Twilight, I thought you were gonna figure out what the reason was, by yourself, which you still have yet to approach her and do.
Great. Prosecutor Hammy has to give the complimentary pretrial trash talk.
Great. Time for another bonus round.
Great. Prosecutor Hammy has to give the complimentary pretrial trash talk.
Hey, not the.
I really don't like what you said to Fluttershy, but we'll need to talk about that later.
I mean, we don't need to.
So you'd rather she didn't even see your disgraceful attempted offense?
I'd rather you'd say it right, and there is no A.
That is unfortunate.
I think he said well, but if he did, there was no pause, so no need for a comma.
Ooh, that's right.
Missing that ooh.
Yes, the suspense is killing.
Okay, put the interjections in the subtitles or don't.
That's a griffin.
Missing something there.
I have a good idea what...
And good idea.
But we've had numerous testimonies stating that the forest is pitch black at night.
There is no that.
Give me a map or something, I'll show you.
Why don't you just do it?
Took down a tree in the spot in this diagram.
On, not in.
whether she heard or saw it doesn't make any difference.
Missing that it.
First off, how does she know he was fried, as she claimed?
Oh, she does know? I thought she did know.
If you'd have been following Rainbow Dash into Ponyville...
If you had been following, so there is no have. Phoenix, you're really testing me on this enunciation right now.
You got no proof that's my bag, or it was even me delivering a packet!
Missing that.
I saw that Pegasus laying there dead under the cloud, and
You're lying if that's how you think laying is spelled.
just some garbage laying on the ground!
Misspelled laying again. Wait, is this consistent?
It was laying...
Really laying...
It was laying...
It was laying... Body laying...
Pony laying there in the dirt.
Okay, it is, but this isn't like Apple Bloom where the spelling is just off. This is a completely different word.
You say you'd be able to identify the stick if I were to show it to you.
So it's not this stick.
If we were to measure the length and width of the imprint...
But not that imprint.
Finally! I guess you aren't as dumb as I thought.
There is no I.
Right here in this dirt landscape.
On, not in.
There were some unnatural marks in the dirt. Someone had obviously kicked around.
Obviously this had been reworded.
Chose those stupid ponies over me.
That says choose.
The fluke bolt must have hit him on one of the exposed spots.
In, not on.
When I get out, Blue Boy, I'll tear you into smithereens!
You can't hide it with that sound effect. I didn't hear a cause.
Smithereens! I'll tear your smithereens into smithereens!
Hey, you did it again, but this time it's then, not I'll.
Lightning makes sound based off of vibration from what it hits.
There is no of.
No cosmetic differences between the male and female designs beside the size.
Don't you mean besides the size?
Miss Trixie's theory of the lightning bolt's impact.
Since it's the bolt's impact, there should be an apostrophe.
She is in the gallery right now.
Missing that first audible
In fact, it still is close!
Is and still are switched.
No, she doesn't. Mia would never blackmail or murder.
No, there is no need for a comma with that kind of inflection. Gotcha! Let us now continue. Twilight has an extra eyelash branching out of her right eye's eyelash.
Yeah, Twilight, she's just an all-talk, no-show loudmouth.
Yeah, it's not like she didn't almost win yesterday, because all she was doing was talking, and certainly not showing evidence, or showing how she can back up her statements.
But as I was saying, when I spoke with her yesterday, those locks appeared and they were... Hello, every pony.
Lock blocked again.
Fluttershy, you came down, I see.
Come on, Rainbow, don't get angry. See, you both share the same light discrepancy in your eyes. Now there's something to relate to.
Why would you say you saw me there?
Well, you never told her not to say anything like you did for Apple Bloom, so how was she supposed to know what you wanted if you never confronted her?
You're the one who deserves to be banished after what you did to me yesterday!
Okay, Rainbow, it's one thing to overlook her sensitivity for pranking, but we're getting into YouTube comment levels of not caring about someone's feelings.
I hate you. You heard me! I hate you! I never want to see your face again!
It is really hard to take Rainbow Dash outright saying this to Fluttershy. I would have believed it more if Rainbow Dash gave her the silent treatment, and then upset at Rainbow Dash not talking to her, Fluttershy runs off. Then Rainbow Dash confides in her hatred in front of Phoenix and Twilight. Twilight runs off, Phoenix tells her not to let her actions be too hasty, and proceed as normal, just without making Rainbow seem too mean-spirited. Fluttershy's closed wing is either extended perfectly behind her hair, otherwise we should be able to see part of it in this gap next to her body.
Hope you don't mind I helped myself to some of your books without asking.
I mean, it is a library. Unless it was some of her personal books, you really shouldn't need permission to read them. Adorable Twilight face requires the light in your pupils to face opposite directions. Okay, the previous scene started at 9:20, and 5 minutes later it was announced the trial would begin in 5 minutes, or at 9:30, so why are we starting at 9:35? The canvas can be seen in the bottom right corner. Oh, there goes Phoenix not wearing his equestrian attorney badge again. One of these expressions is not like the others.
I was flying over that forest.
Hold it! You don't have to give away Gilda's occupation at this time, but don't show her body void of her mailbag. At least have it obscured by the tree branches to keep the reveal intact, but not lose continuity.
I can see in the dark, idiot.
Yeah, you idiot. Every pony knows griffins can see in the dark.
But he's not a pony. Although, Phoenix, I still have to wonder, if your study material knew enough about griffins to know that they couldn't move or set off clouds, how did it not touch on this obvious of a fact?
You have no idea how much I want to beat the living snot out of that blue little worm right now!
Gulp.
Phoenix, you're supposed to actually gulp, not exclaim what you're doing. Ding!
This one is just too easy. I can see even Trixie notices it.
Even though she is blowing her cover, you clearly know what Phoenix is going to object to and how to refute it. Come on, Trixie, put on a better poker face and don't let him onto you. That is not the same Apple Bloom mugshot. More about this bag. Whoops, wrong evidence. There we go.
But the schedule still only states it was the Griffin Express delivering the perfume, not Gilda. Like she said, she isn't the only Griffin shipping item.
So you just admitted that Gilda does deliver for the Griffin Express. Nice slip up there, Trixie.
Take a whiff of the perfume in question.
Oh, it smells like a rotting skunk wasted in expired milk!
Now take another smell of the aroma coming off our witness here.
Don't make him smell two possibly different smells right after each other. Give him something different to smell first to prevent olfactory fatigue, and be able to properly differentiate the smells when necessary. Trixie's top eyelash is not in line with her eyebrow like the one on her other eye.
Sounds pretty unreliable, at least when you're concerned.
Mr. Right, show some backbone!
So you aren't scared of her furious strength. That's some regressive continuity right there.
What a typical lame pony.
Lame pony? I'm not the one letting Ace Idiot get the best of me.
That brings me to you, Blueberry! You better watch your back in a dark alley, 'cause you're officially making me angry now!
That's right, Gilda, you continue being antagonistic toward everyone. It's not like we're gonna have to feel for you at some point.
Especially when I have witnesses like this one. She's been lying through her teeth. Or beak, should I say.
Huh?
How did you even miss her on the stand when you first walked into this court?
Yes! Because I lost the stupid package! Sue me!
Oh, how I'd love to do that.
I mean, Phoenix, suing someone is the whole reason Rarity gave you that invoice. Way to forget that when she is in the gallery watching right now. That being Gilda's left talon, this part of her arm should not be layered in front of her chest.
Just some garbage laying on the ground!
Where's Francisca and her whip when you need them?
Why not just the whip? Why do you want her too? You know, she would probably unleash it on you too for all those foolish questions and tangents you've asked.
But I didn't touch that damn stick!
Hey! Don't look at me! She's the one who said it!
But, Phoenix, it is your fault for pursuing the whole anger makes you stupid. Apparently stupid enough to break the G rating.
Why would you do this to me, Gilda?
Rainbow, ixnay on the outburst nay.
In Pig Latin, if the word begins with a vowel, it would end in way or yay, never nay. The base vector of Rainbow Dash can be seen in the fade-ins.
This is low even for you! You put my life on the line just because I ditched you?
Hold it! Now we get to my issue of this part. 1. Rainbow Dash. It's bad enough that she's saying you ditched her, but how can you believe it when you know what actually happened was she left you after you offered to stay friends with her? All she had to do was accept you had some new friends too.
You're confessing?
When my delivery schedule said I had to go to Ponyville.
Wait, this music? So you want me to feel for her now? Okay.
I was still very reluctant. It's really hard for someone like me to apologize.
Hold it! Yeah, it is hard for someone like you to apologize. Meaning, it would probably be hard for you to even think about making up with her in the first place if you felt that she wronged you and you did nothing wrong.
I was just gonna ignore the whole thing and leave it be, but then memories of what Rainbow Dash did to me started surfacing.
So, if memories of Rainbow Dash's betrayal are surfacing just from seeing something bad she may have done, what's to have kept these memories from surfacing even more when you confront her and she makes these faces at you? Since, you know, she has the right to be angry with you not accepting her new life.
Revenge is never the answer.
Twilight's hair does not wrap around her ear and connect to her mane like it should. Also, no, Twilight, this is where you and Rainbow Dash call her out on how you still would have been her friend. All she had to do was accept that Rainbow Dash has new friends to hang out with as well. She doesn't have to accept them, but just tolerate them as being part of Rainbow Dash's life.
Gilda!
The base vector of Rainbow Dash is visible on this fade out too. Also, I'm just gonna forget that you lashed out at my friends and tried to frame me for murder, because of your own personal issues and not mine. I mean, Fluttershy definitely did worse for just saying I was in the area, which you also did, and went even further, but I guess the music wouldn't fit an angry rant right now. Oh wait.
It was because I missed my irreplaceable friend.
So did you have other friends back home? I mean, even one line of dialogue could have cleared that up.
And I'm doing a pretty crappy job getting her back.
You want to get this friend back? But this sounds like the friend that you had that was just your friend. Is this friend allowed to be friends with other ponies now?
He told the truth, though. He'll go easy on her, right?
Hold it! You know who else told the truth and didn't even commit crimes in the court and still wants to be your irreplaceable friend? I'm just asking, because this would probably be a good time to recollect on previous actions.
There is one more thing I really gotta say, Your Honor, if I'm allowed.
Yes, witness.
Wow, it took you that long to start tearing up? Well, now I don't feel so stone cold. Actually, I'm done. I've sinned enough. Let's just continue on before this video is disliked more than Lullaby for Princess.
Tear your smithereens into smithereens for doing this to me! You got that?!
Can you technically give the middle finger when you only have 4 of them? The canvas in the bottom corner changes from white to black.
It's so rich, sitting here.
But now you're standing.
What makes more sense? A lightning bolt sending a pony flying a few feet due to impact.
Let's check the physics on that. The force of the lightning we know came straight down, meaning the equal and opposite reaction sends him in motion that way. Yep, no objections here.
He's refusing to speak. He hasn't said a word to any pony since his conviction. He's being absolutely uncooperative with all the police, and due to those circumstances, he can't be pulled into this courtroom.
That didn't stop the future trial of PWaaMLPfim.
I'm sorry, Twilight. I couldn't help your friend. It's completely out of my hands.
Phoenix.
Order in the court!
Order? There were no disruptions. It was just the defense and his co-counsel talking to each other. Or is this for Phoenix and Trixie arguing back and forth? Then you're a little late on that, Judge.
How about you use your friendship to save Rainbow Trash? That'll work. Magic of friendship. Give me a break.
Is Trixie subtly breaking the fourth wall? Because in neither the show nor these parts was that phrase ever uttered in her presence.
This court finds the defendant, Rainbow Dash.
Guilty. No matter, I'll just restart at the last save point. Wait, I never saved. Oh, I've got to play through that whole entire Gilda scene again. I knew accusing cruise control was the wrong choice. Yet another Fluttershy ex machina. Although this does happen in the games, it didn't help that the judge was definitely trying to buy time by talking so slow. Twilight's tail and leg are layered above the rope and pole. Wait, was it like that before? Huh, I guess, it's kinda hard to tell. So thanks for upping the picture quality in this part to make it certain. The star pattern on Trixie's hat is missing, so the background can be seen behind it.
I saw her carrying that stick Mr. Phoenix has.
How do you know about the stick if you just walked in? Or have you been watching the entire time? Well, way to bring it up at the last possible second then. I'm not gonna dock him for seeing the canvas here, that's to be expected when you move the picture around for this effect. But it's strange that more of the molding can be seen off screen and nothing else.
Fluttershy claims she forgot what they looked like.
Phoenix, no need to say they. Fluttershy already confirmed this pony was female in her testimony.
She's a unicorn, not a Pegasus. There is no way she could have killed him.
Because she can't set off lightning. Funny, coming from the pony who performed this spell in her debut.
Pinkie Pie and I sort of, broke into her hotel room.
Dad! Why would you do something clearly illegal like that? You're a lawyer, for crying out loud.
I know! Let's shout about it more in front of these guards!
Don't look at me! She's the one who stole the key and gave it to me!
Rainbow, fight back. I mean, you didn't force him to use it, it was just a suggestion. A clearly illegal suggestion.
I have to find a way to pin this on Sonata.
If only I had some evidence relating to her, that even though I don't understand it, someone who's gifted in magic might. Can't think of anything though.
My intuition is telling me Sonata is responsible for his death somehow. And if I'm right, she'll tell lies and half-truths in her testimony.
Half-truths maybe, but come on Phoenix, this is the pony who was level-headed enough to almost be the prosecutor. She's not gonna slip up with lies that easily.
But when it comes down to it, Sonata is the complete opposite of her.
Then don't worry about it. It's not her, so don't be afraid to go all out on her.
So if it's not her, it makes you wonder why there needed to be all this stress on it even being her. But again, probably leading up to something big. Double rainbow. Ah, an actual animation cliffhanger.
Because unlike everyone else, I know.
Ooh, she knows what happened. Wait, why would Trixie be concerned about that? Oh, it's probably she knows why Trixie acts the way she does, which we also already know. So, not much of a cliffhanger then.
You're making me look bad.
Junior Speedsters are...
Honestly, how could you prove something like that?
With this!
Look, play in the egg bay. What? Look in the bag. What bag?
Don't even try to deny it!
You're really the alien! The one I told you I saw!
Excuse me, I am Government Man. Come from the government. The government has sent me. This is not an alien life form. It is an experimental government aircraft.
That's an aircraft?
Fools! What else would I be?
I know I've said this a million times, but I'm
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Phoenix?